Sometimes I still hear your voice. It's telling me you'll catch my fall. So how do I feel the ground?
You knocked on the door and came inside Jungkook's office with a file in your hands. Your eyes fell on Mina, who was looking at you, raising her brow as she must not like your presence. You ignored her and walked towards Jungkook, who smiled as soon as he saw you. Mina clenched her hands in jealousy to see him smiling at you. Sorry to interfere, I just came to submit the project report. I was about to call you for that, but you're always quick and perfect. You smiled, but this comment made Mina even more jealous. In her 2 years of working here, she never got such a compliment. Plus, the way Jungkook is getting more and more casual with you makes her jealous of you in every way. Thank you for the compliment, sir. He looked at you when you called him sir. These days he's used to hear his name from your mouth that when you call him sir, he feels awkward. I'm just stating the fact, by the way. I would love if you join me on a business trip next week. There is someone you would really love to meet. Your face brightened, but before you could say anything, Mina interfered as she didn't able to see you both close. But we have invitation for some selective people. Wayne can't join us because she's not even related to that project. Jungkook looked at her for some minutes. He almost forgot that she is here too. Don't worry about that. I will handle that, and she's coming with me, so there is no need for an invitation. You smiled, but Mina almost lost her control. She tried to remain composed. Okay, but now you have a meeting, so I think we should go. She looked at you, giving a hatred look. You go first, I'm coming. Her grip around her tablet tightened. She walked near the desk and grabbed a bunch of files before looking at Jungkook. Alright, just don't be late. And she left from there. You were standing in silence, and as soon as she left, you looked at him. Did you just see her? I swear she has a doubt about us, and she doesn't look happy about that. Jungkook walked near you, wrapping his arms around your waist, making your eyes widened. Whoa, someone is getting out of character, huh? He chuckled and bent a little to your level. I'm not planning to keep our relationship private. Everyone should know who has the power to melt my heart. You pinched his nose playfully. I would suggest you to control yourself until this project is over, unless you want to make your office a gossip center. They will only talk about this and not work. He looked at you for some time and smiled proudly. That's the benefit of having a smart girlfriend. You always get valuable advices and don't care about anyone getting to know our relationship. We are not teenagers. You nodded. I will keep that in mind, but now you should go for the meeting. Jungkook's eyes widened, and as he almost forgot, he quickly pulled back and grabbed his phone and blazer. I can't believe I forgot about it. You chuckled seeing him panicking. He looks cute. Good luck, Mr. Jungkook. Before walking away, he came near you and pecked on your lips and walked away without stopping. See you later. Your eyes widened and you felt butterflies in your stomach, still trying to process what he just did. Wow, he really changed a lot. I don't remember him being the boss I first met and was scared of. You smiled, touching your lips, and walked out of the room. It was late in the afternoon and the office was buzzing with activities. You were standing in front of the coffee machine waiting for your coffee to brew. Mina came there. She was looking for you only, and after finding you all alone, she didn't waste a second and came near. Yeah, what's going on between you and Jungkook? She straight asked that question while you looked at her, frowning your brows. What kind of question is that, Miss Secretary? The way you said it made her even more furious. She came closer while you raised a brow. Don't play dumb, okay? What actually is going on between you and Jungkook? The way he's behaving with you nowadays. Do you think I'm blind? You let a smile crept on your face, which was clearly mocking her. You felt so satisfying to see the amount of jealousy built inside her. You turned towards the coffee machine to get your cup. Maybe you should stop obsessing over things that are not your business and focus on your work. That's a basic manner. She grabbed your shoulder before turning it towards her. You think you're smart, don't you? Yeah, you little. Stay away from him, okay? Just because he's giving you a little attention, don't let the fire lit inside you. Girls like you don't even deserve to see him. You jerked her hand from your shoulder before crossing your arms and looked at her. Oh really? Then who deserves that? You? You laughed. I'm sorry, but why I feel like you sound too desperate to get his attention that you didn't able to get even in 2 years. She lost her last bit of control and raised her hand to slap you. You little. Before she could get successful in what she thought, you grabbed her hand in the middle and twisted it, making her groan in pain. Yeah, you psycho, leave my hand, she shouted, but you didn't bother. Don't you ever think that you can repeat that mistake again? I let you go that time, but you really don't get to see the real me till now. You twisted her hand even more, making her wince louder. Ah, have you lost your mind? Leave my hand. Do whatever you're gonna do about it. Go and complain about this to Jungkook. And yes, why do I always see you trying to raise your number in front of him, huh? Do you think he would ever want a girl who has no manners of how to talk to her colleagues? Get ready to pack your stuff and leave from here because I'm not going to let you work here. She shouted as you twisted her hand again. I would love to see you trying for that, but remember one thing, stop trying so hard in front of Jungkook because he's never going to get impressed with a self-obsessed woman like you. And yes, you released her hand and she turned towards you angrily, but before she could say anything, you gave her a tight slap on her cheek, shocking the hell out of her. This is for you to always remember that you have messed with the wrong person. Do whatever you want, I don't waste my time on people like you. As you walked, Mina grabbed her hand. And do you really think you'll get away easily? Before she could do anything to you, Jungkook came there. Actually, it was break time and Jungkook wanted to see you and he knew exactly where he'll find you, but he got a little serious to see you and Mina together. His eyes fell on Mina's hand holding your wrist tightly. What's going on here? He said, looking at both of you. Mina quickly played her victim card. Sir, she just slapped me for no reason. She has been rude and violent towards other colleagues as well. You were standing there calmly as you knew that her words sound fake and also Jungkook already know her nature, so he won't believe anyway. Jungkook looked at you. Is that true, Vian? You looked at her and then at him. Absolutely not, sir. In fact, Miss Secretary is getting too personal and trying to invade others' private life. More than thinking about work, her attention is on who is dating whom. Sir, did you just hear? This is how she talks to not only me but with others too. She's creating a problematic environment and I think you should consider firing her from the job. Jungkook came near, his expressions cold and steady. Miss Mina, I think you are the one who needs a little break. Don't forget, we have CCTV everywhere in our company and things get recorded so that no one can hide the truth. He said, showing her his phone that was playing the CCTV footage. She was shocked. You are behaving completely unprofessional, and so that the others don't get influenced by you, I would ask you to submit your resignation letter as soon as possible. Her eyes widened in shock and horror. This was beyond her expectations. What? Submit my resignation letter? Jungkook nodded. You heard me right. Such behavior is intolerable, so you don't have to bother coming here from tomorrow. Saying that, he took a final look at you before walking away. Mina ran behind him as she just lost her jaw. You leaned back against a wall, feeling relaxed and satisfied as you made her taste her own medicine. I did not try to take advantage of anything. It's just she crossed her limits and I refuse to tolerate that. Jungkook turned his face towards you and smiled before resting his hand on top of yours. And that was the best thing you did. You looked at him as you were thinking he might be thinking of you differently now, but that wasn't the case at all. But what would you do now? You shouldn't have to fire her right away. Where will you get a secretary this soon? Jungkook stood up straight and turned completely towards you. Would you like to join the company as a secretary? Your heart skipped a beat as you couldn't believe he's offering you the job you have always dreamt of since childhood. Do you think I'm the right person for this position? He nodded with confidence, and you were touched to see how much he trusts you. Yes, I've been thinking about it for a long time, and don't think I'm saying it because you're my girlfriend or anything. I've observed you, have seen your work, and after thinking for a long time, I came up with this decision. So would you want to become my secretary? Tears filled in your eyes and you nodded. It has always been my dream to work in a company as a secretary. I promise I will never disappoint. He smiled and wiped your tears. I know you will never. Congratulations. You chuckled. This is the most weird interview someone has ever given and got a job without any wait. He chuckled as well. Special people need special treatment. Thank you. I am so happy. Then, can I get a special kiss? This is your boyfriend asking for it. He chuckled and nodded. You stood on your toes and attached your lips against his. Jungkook pulled you closer by cupping your face and deepened the kiss, as you both shared a passionate kiss filled with love and respect. The next day, the office was buzzing with rumors. The news of Mina's sudden firing had spread like wildfire, leaving everyone in a state of shock and curiosity. Whispers filled the hallways as employees speculated about what could have caused such an unexpected turn of events. You walked into the office feeling the weight of the stairs and the hushed conversation around you. Despite the tension, you kept your head high, knowing that today would mark a new beginning. As you approached your desk, a few colleagues stopped you. Did you just hear about Mina? She asked while her eyes were wide with curiosity. Yes, I heard. You replied, keeping your tone neutral. Do you know why she got fired? They were a little suspicious about you that you might have a hand in this. You shook your head. I'm not sure. It's surprising to everyone. Before the conversation could continue, Jungkook's voice echoed through the office. Everyone, can I have your attention please? The office fell silent as all eyes turned towards Jungkook, who stood in the middle of the room with an air of authority and calm. He looked around, making sure he had everyone's attention before he spoke. As some of you have heard, Mina is no longer with the company. He began as his tone professional. We wish her the best in her future ahead. However, the work must continue and I want to introduce you all to your new secretary. You felt a mixture of nervous and excitement as Jungkook's gaze fell on you. Please welcome Miss Kim Wyan, who will be stepping into the role of my secretary. She has proven herself to be dedicated, hardworking and capable of handling the responsibilities the position requires. There was a murmur of surprise and curiosity among the employees as they looked at you, some with suspicion and others with surprise. They couldn't say it right here, but they all were now sure that there's definitely something going on between you both, and that's why you got this job as a favor. I have full confidence in her abilities and believe she will be a great asset to the team. I expect everyone to offer their full support and cooperation as she transitions into this new role. You step forward, offering a polite smile to your colleagues. Thank you, Mr. John. I look forward to working with all of you and continuing to contribute to the success of our team. Jungkook nodded, his eyes conveying a silent message of encouragement. Let's get back to work, we have a lot to accomplish. As the employees dispersed, some came over to congratulate you and offer their support, while others remained skeptical but polite. You handled each interaction with grace, knowing that earning their trust and respect would take time. You collected your things and went to claim your new place. This is your new desk. I want you to work next to me, he said, leading you towards a desk next to his. You looked at him, who was already looking at you with eyes twinkling with pride. You ran your fingers over the smooth surface of the desk, feeling a sense of ownership and responsibility. Thank you, Jungkook. This is perfect. He smiled while his expression softened. I'm glad you like it. I thought it would be nice to have you close. It makes communication easier. You took a seat in the comfortable chair, adjusting to the new setup. I think it's a great idea. We can coordinate between better this time. Jungkook nodded, leaning against the edge of your desk. I also wanted to make sure you felt supported in your new role. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. You looked up at him, feeling a rush of gratitude and affection. I will. Now, shall we get back to work? He chuckled as you reminded him that you are in his office. Working with having you by my side would going to be really distracting. He said, getting into a playful mood. Your eyes widened and you felt a blush creeping up your cheeks. Distracting? He chuckled softly, leaning a bit closer. In the best way possible. You were just captivating. You turn your face away, feeling your cheeks turn pink. Jungkook, we are at work. He whispered, trying to sound casual but failing to hide your smile. He tilted his head, a mischievous glint in his eyes. I can't help it. You bring out the flirt in me. You couldn't help but laugh softly, the tension easing from your shoulders. Well, I'll try not to be too distracting. Too late for that. He said with a wink. You shook your head, still smiling. You are impossible. He straightened up, giving you one last look. Impossible to resist, maybe. His usual silent office filled with your laughter, and Jungkook was feeling both grateful and loved. He has fallen for you deeply, and you have brought so many changes in his life, making him realize how beautiful life can be when you are with the right person.